he's going. Just want to jump in on the bandwagon and chip in on the old shithole comment from Donald Trump. And like, let's face it. If you don't live in the Western world, you probably live in a shithole, right? Does that have anything to do with the colour of your skin? Not at all. Not at all. You know what I mean? Not at all. What it comes down to, it's like external factors, man, right? This is what I reckon. This is what I think. Where's North Korea? Look at North Korea, right? The same people, the same race, two different systems. North Korea, shithole. South Korea, fucking amazing. Is this the systems that the people have in that nation are gonna dictate if it's a shithole? You know what I mean? Like, they reckon Korea, there's like no natural resources in that country. None. So how are they wealthy? How is South Korea so wealthy? Capitalism. The free market. You know what I mean? They have a democracy. They can vote. Like, didn't they just fucking kick out the Prime Minister or impeach him, that Sheila? I don't know. Barely follow it. I don't even barely know, right? But they had the power of the vote. They could kick out, or when the next election cycle comes around, they say, it's not good enough. It's not, you didn't do a good enough job, you're out. You wasted our money, rah-da-da, whatever, you're fired. Give the other guy a crack. Democracy, yes. Capitalism, mate, how much Korean crap can you buy? You know? Good quality stuff. I can go and invest into, buy shares in Korean companies. Capitalism. Raise capital, they invest, make the money, get the jobs, create the wealth. What a great system. And I'm sure they have like a decent welfare system for the less fortunate people, you know, might be disabled or handicapped, or the elderly, people who have had bad circumstances, you know what I mean? That makes it a good system too. You know what I mean? The staggered tax system, all these is Korea, South Korea, it's like the part of the Western world as well. They have adopted that same system. I would say that they're a part of the Western world. Because we have the same system. Nothing to do with the skin colour. But North Korea is a shithole. Islamic dictatorships are shitholes. You know? Nations that are plagued with corruption are shitholes. Simple, eh? And, like, fuck's sake, look at Australia. Amazing place. People from all the world, all the nations live here, call Australia home. And do you know what? The people of, we're all Australian, doesn't matter. Your skin colour does not matter in this nation. We have meritocracy, we base on merit. If you're a good enough fella, you're going to do the job, you're going to have a crack, we'll give you a go. In this nation, when I came to Australia from New Zealand, young guy, and you know what? It's like the UN of different ethnic backgrounds who are Australian people who've helped me. You know? My mates who invited me to church, they helped get my life away from the drugs, away from being violent, away from bad relationships, right? And got me into a better culture, a better way of doing life. The mates who invited me, a Papua New Guinean fella, a Mexican dude, and a white Australian, whatever, European heritage, right? My first job out of school, my boss was a Solomon Islander. He taught me like a mad work ethic. You know, how we were doing 60-hour weeks, 10 hours a day. Boom, 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 boom. Just never stopped, man. Jimmy helped me. My brother, Pete, now I'm doing concreting. Who got my brother into concreting? Our Vietnamese mates who fled communist shitholes. And they live here in the western suburbs of Brisbane, some of the most multi-ethnic, diverse areas of Australia. Definitely Queensland. You know what I mean? Jimmy and Tan gave my brother a crack. He was the Aussie, the Kiwi or the Aussie, the white fella working for Asian dudes, gave him a go, trained him up. My brother got me a job in concreting. Like, my bosses are all bloody from all around the world. All my workmates. My team of workers are from all around the world. Ethiopian, fucking Vietnamese. My boss is Sri Lankan and Croatian and Italian. All these different people. Amazing. Come here. Boom. Flourishing. We're doing well. And if you live in a communist country, you're fucked. You can't vote them out. They have all the guns. You can't do nothing. You are screwed. That is a fucked system. The dictatorships, same thing. Nations with corruption. You know what I mean? When they are taking the money and they're not using it right. All that corruption, it's fucked. But yeah, I reckon this is the golden age in life. The opportunity is now ours in the world. And every shithole, you know, my family are Irish and Scottish. They fucking left. Ireland was a shithole. They got the fuck out of there. They came to, at the time, a better system. Now, you know, nations can adopt these better systems, kick out the dictators and the communists and get rid of the corruption and change it, man. You know what I mean? Thanks for listening to my rant.